this video I'll be having a look at and testing out these strike indicators from Oros. I'm not a big user of strike indicators, but sometimes I'll want to dead drift a nymph at distance, or through a slow pool, or even hang nymphs in still water. In these situations, attaching a strike indicator is the easiest way to set the depth of the nymphs. I've used various types of strike indicators in the past, from stick-on foam ones to New Zealand style wool ones, for example. All of the ones that I've tried have had a downside, from kinked leaders to fiddly fitting, residue left on the leader, or single-use only capabilities. Some time ago I came across a video from the States on these new Oros strike indicators, and I immediately thought that these could be the ones for me. When they finally started getting stocked in Europe, I jumped at the chance to get hold of some and ordered a couple of packs. The basic sets come in packs of 3, with 3 different colours. Each strike indicator is made up of a male and female half. These are interchangeable, so 2-tone colour combinations are possible. These are foam indicators with a plastic screw fitting in the centre. To attach the leader, unscrew the 2 halves, insert the leader into the slot in the male screw, then screw on the female thread until friction holds the strike indicator in place on the leader. There are several sizes, from extra small to extra large, which will cover pretty much any scenario where you could want a fly fishing strike indicator. I bought the medium and the small sizes to try out. Here in Europe, a set of 3 costs approximately €14, which is pretty steep, but hopefully they last a long time. It's also possible to buy sets of 6 that come in an aluminium tin and cost around €27, or singles which cost around €4 each. A bit odd that 3 singles cost less than a set of 3, but there we go.
Yes. There's a big chub behind it, but it's a little brown.
After testing these strike indicators throughout the 2024 season, what have I made of them? Well, let's start with the positives. The screw-on, screw-off fitting makes these indicators super easy to attach or detach in very little time, and the friction clamping leaves no effect on the leader or tippet after use. With the leader passing through the middle of the indicator, I found there to be very little negative impact on casting, despite the bulk of the foam. I used the small size with a line weight 4 to 6, or the medium size with a 5 or 6 weight as well. The different sizes are good to have to be able to use the appropriate one for the weight of the flies beneath. It's best to go as small as possible to increase the sensitivity, and though they're not as sensitive as, say, a yarn or wool indicator, I found them to be sensitive enough, and, as mentioned before, they leave no kinks in the leader. And what about the negatives? Well, the foam material does dent quite easily, and if you over-tighten the indicator, untightening it without denting the foam can be quite tricky. If you're using a tapered leader, sliding the indicator down to a thinner section can help a lot here. Storing the indicators is also something to be wary of with the denting issue. Storing them in a rigid container like a tin, such as the one that the 6-pack comes in, or in a dry fly compartment of a fly box, is a good solution. As mentioned before, the price is a bit high, but after a full season of use I haven't lost or badly damaged one yet. As a final negative, if only the strike indicators had a hook on them, they would have caught me a couple of fish already.
There's a rainbow trout took my strike indicator.
Seriously though, I guess that's why I often use a dry dropper rig instead of a strike indicator. Since buying these strike indicators, I found myself using an indicator much more regularly than before. It's so easy just to keep a couple in the fly box and attach one to the leader for a couple of casts whenever I wanted to. And that's really what I was looking for. So they get a thumbs up from me.
Oh, I didn't think that was going to be a fish, but it was.
I rarely used the medium size, as the small was better suited to my regular trout and grayling fishing. Though, with my heaviest nymphs and in choppier water, it did come in handy now and then. For the new season, I've added the extra small size pack to my collection, for more delicate presentation and better sensitivity with light nymphs. For a bit of kit that was always pretty problematic for me, I'm happy to have now stopped looking for alternatives and just be able to rely on these. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.